The programs normally scheduled at this time will not be seen in order that we may bring you the following Reds baseball game. Cincinnati Reds baseball tonight from Cincinnati's Riverfront Stadium. The game between the Cincinnati Reds and the Atlanta Braves. And now from Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati, here's Ed Kennedy and Pee Wee Reese.
Good evening, everyone. Well, this is a night we've been looking forward to for so long to share with you, and we think that you feel the same way about being a part of this opening night here for the grand and brand new Riverfront Stadium here in Cincinnati. Pee Wee, I've got a little matter of civic pride involved, and I think you've come to feel a part of that too as you come up the river to come into our stadium. I know that you've been looking forward to it just as much as I have.
Well, I certainly have, Ed, and I just want to feel like that Cincinnati's part of Kentucky anyway.
You're going to claim that river right now, aren't you?
Why, certainly. But it has been an exciting night. I got here early, and things are not quite finished yet, but I think it's a beautiful stadium, and everyone seems to be enjoying himself. It's a little bit warm, but who cares?
Well, I'm just glad it's a kind of a night that people can come and take off their coats, roll up their sleeves, and enjoy it. As Pee Wee said, there are so many things to talk about in this new stadium, and we want to do that, so let's set the scene. This is the first game ever against the Atlanta Braves, and the Braves will have Pat Jarvis here this evening, a right-hander, and Hal King will be his receiver. For the Cincinnati Reds, the man who pitched the last game in Crosley Field will pitch the first game in Riverfront Stadium. That's Jim McLaughlin, who has a winning streak going in his own right, and his receiver is John Bench. So for the Braves, Jarvis and King. For the Reds, McLaughlin and Bench, and those are the batteries for tonight's first game.
WLWT Channel 5, Cincinnati.
Well, there are some pregame activities continuing down here as Gene Randall of Channel 5 here in Cincinnati introduces the Braves individual, and they come trotting out from their dugout, which is on the third base side here in Riverfront Stadium. The Cincinnati Reds will make a change. They will be on first base. We'll be setting the scene for you. You can see that we have AstroTurf all over, save for the pitcher's mound, the batter's box, and the area around the bases, which are officially known as boxes, but I guess we will come to call them sliding pits. They have been approved on an experimental basis for 5 years by the rules makers of baseball, and we'll see how they work out. It's going to add something to the game. Pee Wee, I know that you did come early. You came early for a reason. You wanted to give this park a once-over for yourself, get some impressions about the distances, the hitting as far as the background is concerned for the hitters, how that ball bounces, whether it's true, how quickly it gets out there. And I know that you have some conclusions already, some thoughts certainly about it.
Well, I certainly did, Ed. I came here early today. I got here about 5 o'clock, and of course the Reds were already working out. They were out there testing this field also. This is the first time they have been on it. And a big round of applause you just heard there is for Henry Aaron, who was just introduced to the Braves. But this is something, Ed, that I did the first time since, really, that I put baseball. I went out on the AstroTurf with Woody Woodward and used Tommy Helm's glove, and Alex Gramus hit me about 6 or 7 balls. I just wanted to see how this ball came toward you, and I will say that the bounces are very true. You will not get a bad bounce on that AstroTurf. Maybe if it does hit in that sliding pitch you're talking about, it may slide a little bit, but I would say if I would have played on AstroTurf, I'd have been a better fielder, Ed.
Well, it comes up true, and there's no doubt about that. Folks, the seating capacity is in the neighborhood of 51,000 here. There are 4 tiers. The Cincinnati Reds are about to be introduced. The top level will have red seats, and the tickets will be color keyed. Bill Cooper, the trainer of the Reds, is the first man introduced, and the very popular and extraordinarily efficient equipment man, Bernie Stowe. There's a plaza level, a loge level, and a field box level. I think we might as well pick up the introduction of the players. After Bernie Stowe, Alex Gramus, then Ted Kluszewski, who is glad the Reds are on the first base.